is up? This is Colonial Puppet, and this is part 8 of the Let's Build a Stadium series, and my game just froze for a split second. In this episode, we're going to get started on the second level of bleachers. This is the first level, 12 rows, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yes. So 8 up there, 4 down here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. I'm not going to plan out how these are all going to work, how the gates are going to end up being laid out. I know that's going to be like a whole kind of bag of worms that I don't really feel like getting into right now. So what I'm instead going to do is build all 3 levels of bleachers and then work around that with getting these hallways kind of planned out and built. So I'm just going to jump right into it. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. There's definitely going to be some overlap, and I think it's going to be right here. So I'm going to break these. Boom, boom, like that. And how this is going to work is going to be interesting also. Like that. So basically, actually, I'm going to do this. Instead of 2 blocks, I'm just going to do 1 like that. So this is going to be like the, just didn't mean to drop that. This is going to be where the vertical support beams are going to be. I'm going to use white concrete, and so I'm going to build them up to about here, I think. I don't know. I'm just going to build these up like that. Just kind of planning it. Or not planning it, winging it. Now what I am going to do is this. I'm going to also fill in all of this with, I think this is light gray. It's either just gray concrete or light gray concrete. I think this is just gray concrete. Alright, so I'm going to do that. This one as well. I'm not going to fill in this at all, but I'm going to fill in everywhere in between 2 entrances. So I already did that there, and all the way. That one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So I'm going to fill those in like I did over there. I'm going to cut that, so see you when I'm done that. Alright, I'm done, and as you can see I filled in all these areas right here in between the gate entrances, and next what I'm going to do is take some white concrete, build up 2, and I think I'm going to make this look sporty by putting some red concrete right here. Just do like a stripe of red concrete, and then finish it off with another 2 layers of white concrete. Oops, it just fell off. Just fell off again. Alright, boom. See how that looks. That looks pretty cool. Next what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to build 1 more right up above here, like that. Oops. So, just like that. Now I'm going to do that across the entire thing. Or everywhere where we filled this in, I'm going to build that same wall pattern. So I'm going to cut that and cut back when I'm done with that. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I built this whole wall, the cool little racing stripe down the side of it, just to kind of liven it up. I know I've been using a lot of just plain old concrete, but that should make it look a little bit nicer. So next what I'm going to do is try to, this is lined up with that, so I'm going to see if I can get this lined up correctly. Basically what this is going to be is is this right? Yeah, this is right. This is going to be the second level of bleachers. If it wasn't apparent already, I'm gonna build this like little thing for the bleachers to sit in out of white concrete. Hopefully that looks pretty cool. And again, I'm gonna be cutting a lot of this episode because it's gonna be a lot of filling in large expanses of stuff. Like this whole thing is gonna be filled in. I will show you what I mean in a second. Alright, so bring this down. So yeah, I'm gonna fill in all of this area. So from here to there to there to there with white concrete. So I will cut that so you don't have to watch me do that, and I will see you when I'm done. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I filled in this area with white concrete, and I realized that I ran into a problem with these vertical beams, because if you're sitting here, you can't really see the field that well. So rather than extend this out to the row here and make it even less wide, I'm going to actually take these end blocks and extend this aisle while making these bleachers a little bit shorter, like so. So I think that should be alright. It's still kind of a shitty viewing area, but I think it'll work for now. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could bring it out 3 blocks and do this. Let's see if this looks any better. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. That makes more sense. Boom. Boom. Alright. Cool. Alright, so next I'm gonna build this up one. Do that. So that looks pretty cool. So next what I'm gonna do is start... what am I gonna do next? I think... I guess I can start, bring this out too. This is where it gets confusing, because again, I don't have any floor plans or anything, just kind of winging it. So this comes out too. Like that. And then this comes out too. So I'm lining it up with the edge of this. And then I'm going to start bringing this out. So it's going to be like that. Up until here. I'm going to use something colorful, like wool. Oh, I got new recipes. Yeah, so I'm going to build it out to there. Get rid of this. And then build this out to here. So I'm just like trying to match the curve of the first section of bleachers with this top row. Alright. Then I build it out like this. again. I'm going to match it up with here. So, gotta go a little more. Alright, so you can kind of get the gist of what I'm doing. Go until here. Cool. Oops. We got a couple more to do. Alright, so the corner's gonna be tricky. I think I'm gonna hold off on the corner. Here. Alright. And then so then I'm gonna build it until here. So build this out. Okay, cool. Oops. Not meant to do that. Alright. So next what I'm gonna do is this. So I am gonna extend that wall. Oops. And where is this built again? Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is first do this. See if this is matched up. Yep, that is matched up. Okay, I'm gonna connect this. Like so. Then I'm gonna connect this all the way down. Yeah. All the way down here. Alright, so next what I'm gonna do is build this wall. Alright, so I'm gonna cut this now so you don't have to watch me fill in a bunch of spaces. I'll build this wall, but after that I will cut back. This wall shouldn't take too long at all. But yeah, after that I'm gonna do a lot of filling. So I'm gonna fill this in with light gray concrete. Then I'm gonna fill this entire expanse with white concrete. So I will see when I'm done that. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I filled in all this area with white concrete, and I filled in this little gap with gray concrete, or light gray concrete. Now I'm just going to add some little details before I do the exact same thing, or mirror what I just did on that side, which I'm going to cut so you don't have to see me do the same thing twice. But before I do that, I'm going to just put some finishing details, and I think another vertical support beam. Yeah, and this is going to be cool. So I'm gonna actually cover all this in light gray concrete as well. But I have not crossed that bridge yet. I will do that in a second. 1 second. Actually, yeah, before I mirror that, I'm gonna do something. 1 second. All right. So I put in the safety rails. Next thing I'm going to do is what I just said. I'm going to take, I'm going to fill in this entire area. Everywhere where you see white concrete, I'm going to cover in gray concrete. So I'll make the outline for it. This is going to take a little bit, but it's worth it. The bleachers are going to sit on top of the gray concrete like they do down there. Plus, if this was like this, you couldn't see. So this is like, yeah. So I don't want to do that. I just want to gonna make the outline of where I'm gonna fill in. Yep, a lot of filling in this episode. I feel like I've cut it like 20 times already. Then after I do this and after I mirror it on the other side, I'm gonna call it an episode. The next episode we're going to actually start putting in the bleachers and like the steps and all that good stuff. Yeah, but this is gonna take a while. Oh boy. Alright, so doop. Almost there. Alright, so everywhere inside of the outline I just made is going to be filled with gray concrete, so I'll see you when I'm done that. I'm back, and as you can see, I filled in all this space with gray concrete, and now I'm going, before I mirror all of this on that side, I'm going to come up with some lighting underneath here because it is pretty dark. So I am going to take some sea lantern, and I'm also going to take stone slab, and I'm going to come up with like a kind of lighting arrangement under here. I think I'm just going to go with like the fluorescent light look. I don't know where to start really. I guess I should start with the middle, which would be here? I don't know. I need the yellow again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so here is the center. Alright, so that's where I'm going to start. Get rid of this. Don't need this. And I want to start a block in front of that. So this is right there. So I'm going to put a slab here and 2 on either side. Or actually, gonna do this. Gonna put 3 blocks, space in between each one. So I'm skipping 3. Oh wait, I did that wrong. Okay. 3, 2, 3, 2. This is tough. I hate spacing out blocks with like solid blocks like concrete, because you can't really see different types of blocks, or different blocks. Alright, so do that. Then fill in the spaces in between with the stone slab, like so. And this should look like just kind of modern lighting fixtures. Alright. Can get rid of that now. But what I am going to do is this. Okay, cool. Fill in these. And next what I'm going to do is... I guess this... Alright. Next thing I'm going to do is bring this along the side of each one. Oops. Like so. All the way to the end, and then I'm going to do it one more time. This is going to be a little tough with the gates in the way. That's okay. Can reach the end of them like so. Alright. In retrospect, I probably should have put this a little farther away from the gates, but that's okay. Again, all the way to the end, like so. We're good. That looks pretty cool. Next, what you're gonna do is I'm gonna put. Honestly, I think that's good enough. Yeah, that lights it pretty well. I'm actually going to, I'm going to cut this part, but I'm going to shift this over 2 blocks, this entire thing over 2 blocks, so that this is now there, just so it's not like clipping the gates. And then I'm going to mirror everything I did on this side. It's just going to take a little bit, so I'm going to cut that, and I will cut back when I'm finished. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, there's a bunch of cows, and also this second layer of bleachers is taking shape. I moved the lights over, so as you can see, there's now space in between the gate openings and the light fixtures. There's one thing I missed. I'm gonna go all the way down here. You can just cap these off at the end, like that. Forgot to do that. I'm gonna go down to the other end and do the same thing, and then I'm gonna call it an episode, because I think this is a good place to finish off. I'm gonna start on either the bleachers, or I'm gonna do the same thing only on the short end of the field, and then start on the bleachers. I think I'm gonna start on the bleachers though. Finish the bleachers on this side, then duplicate them over there, and then start on these, the second floor bleachers on this side. It's gonna be very similar to this process, but yeah, I hope you found this episode entertaining. This has been Colonial Puppet. Be sure to check out the next episode when it comes out, and be sure to check out the previous episodes if you would like to follow along. And other than that, this has been Colonial Puppet. There's a cow. Have a good day.